This season, we take a look at the restaurants putting Malaysian ingredients front and centre as we comb the best of north to south of the peninsula for a true and local exploration. Chef on Chef, Malaysian flavours. In the heart of Kuala Lumpur, in the colourful WKL Hotel, a restaurant takes flight.
One salmon followed by one ravioli and one Thai.
Given wings by a small team of young chefs ready to make their mark. Leading the kitchen team is Chef Lroy Lim, who hails from Penang, but trained all over the world.
The name of the restaurant, Willow, is based off the bird, as you can see on the logo. Because migratory birds fly, it's not really confined to one area, right? That's what we do in the cuisine here. Places that I've been to as well and traveled to as well. Switzerland, New York, Japan, and also locally as well.
Stopping by for a visit at Willow for a taste today is fellow Penangite Chef Kim Hock Su.
I heard a lot of good things about Chef Lroy. I hope to see what he has to offer.
He has a very special guest joining him from AnneLuxuryEats.
I'm a luxury food personality, so I personally really like food and I have very picky taste buds.
Alright, let's start with service, guys.
Chef Lroy starts off his menu with a delicate cold somen, flavoured with dashi sauce and sweetened with ikura, snow crab and oba.
So this is our first course, we call it salmon. So he has on the top of the salmon, the snow crab, uni and ikura. And it comes with the dashi broth.
I know he previously worked in Son Pierre, so right now he's heading Willow. So I'm also looking forward to see what he has under his sleeves tonight. The dashi is slightly lighter, so it's not too heavy.
Yeah. But this actually reminds me more on, the miso. But you can definitely tell that they don't skim on ingredients. Like
the amount of
yeah. And not only that, the ikura is of the best quality that they can actually find. Yeah, it's definitely a strong start.
I like the salmon, the texture. It was a bit, not too soft, but it's not too hard. The broth is slightly light, but there's a little bit of the natural sweetness from the ikura. The uni itself adds a bit of that creamy texture. I kind of like this as an appetizer.
Fire two scallops.
Chef Lroy stays on the course of the sweetness of the sea with a scallop dish. Served with a lemongrass veloute, sea foam and some seaweed.
So again, second course, scallop.
Right. Scallops could be really good. I think what it delivers is sweetness and things. The natural sweetness is definitely there.
The sauce, I like that it has a little bit of the acidity. It enhances the flavour of the scallops, so it's not so flat.
I think the use of the chili oil is also very clever because it kind of creates the lingering element. Like once you finish this dish, you realize that, it kind of stays on the palate.
Scallop a bit over for me.
A bit overcooked?
A bit overcooked.
No, mine was okay. I think one of the reasons why you might find it a bit cooked was maybe because they try to caramelize it to bring out the sweetness of the scallops.
But it wasn't like rubbery kind of cook.
Yeah.
I think it might have been juicier if it was slightly under.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that.
Fire two ravioli.
Things are moved up a notch with a ravioli of mushroom ragu, glazed with kombu and served with accompaniments of black fungus for bite and an egg yolk for creaminess.
Generally, younger chefs, there's more creativity. Because the thing is, generally, if you were to look at culinary, you have the more modern, nomadic ones, the more Scandinavian driven, and then you have the French. And I believe Chef Lroy is made out of both.
All right.
Hello.
Hi. So this is a vegetarian dish. Okay, it's a ravioli. It's Italian inspired. So inside the ravioli, there's a mushroom ragu using a button mushroom and porcini and a bit of tofu. At the center of it, there's an egg yolk that we leave it raw. When we cook, it's slightly cooked, so it kind of flows out. Served with kombu glaze, basically a seaweed glaze. A bit of black fungus outside, glazed and deep fried to give it different textures. Enjoy.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh wow.
You didn't know fungus can be
Yeah.
like crispy, right?
Savory. That's this umami.
I think I could do this without the sprout though. I think the sprout is a bit
Extra.
yeah, it kind of disturbs the flavor a bit. And I like the idea of, you know, there are elements of heat in there.
But the most I tasted was the yolk. The palate and the black fungus.
You won't feel that it's overpowering in a way because mushroom and eggs are match made, right? So you don't feel that it doesn't belong on the dish itself. I think the balance is just right.
Chef Lroy shakes things up with a veal sweetbread next, an unconventional cut of meat that would intimidate the unfamiliar.
I think if it's executed well, it will be a mind-blowing dish. We'll see, yeah.
See, it's like I really don't know what to expect.
The thymus of a veal is lightly breaded and deep fried before being served with lentils, papadum, caramelized onion, and a spice blend of cumin for a dish of Indian influences.
What do you think of the doneness of the sweetbread? And
I think I like it. It's soft, so it kind of resembles the texture of chicken thigh. It's soft, juicy, and I like the sweetness of the sauce.
it's not overly awfully. Like it doesn't have this very awful innards kind of flavor.
If I don't look at the menu, I wouldn't be able to tell that it's sweetbread.
Yeah, it actually felt a bit more like frog legs and it kind of melt in your mouth. But beef gives you more bite. A very different take on sweetbreads are generally. And the chef did mention that he kind of salt cure this, and that would actually pull out a lot of the awfully taste and also the extra moisture.
I didn't do my signature cheers.
Alright. So, what do you think they score so far?
So far, will I come back? Yes. So that's definitely above 7.
Okay.
Does it get an 8? I will have to see the main.
One of Willow's signature dishes, the octopus, makes an appearance next. A whole octopus leg is grilled over open fire for char, and then brushed with gochujang sauce. It is served with a little garlic and pico de gallo salsa.
Very cleverly done. You can see a lot of out-of-the-box technique. You can see them deep frying the not so usual cooking method. Like the octopus is still moist in the center, you know. Good. Like we wouldn't put all those flavors together, but I think they are daring enough to put that in. They're very adventurous.
Just a little bit more for the lamb.
The main of the night is lamb, served as a rack and shoulder. They are accompanied by a scallion pancake for variety and texture, as well as some tofu and hua tiao.
Hey husband,
Hey, chef.
you reckon I can make one cocktail for the lamb dish?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
His adventurous streak compels him to make his own cocktail to go with the lamb. His base of choice is Martell cognac, mixed into a personal blend of a cocktail that's done his way. It's Martell to his taste.
Next part of our world tour.
Right.
We go China. Okay, so they do a lot of lamb, they do a lot of spice. So you have lamb rack coated in coriander, a bit of dried chili, sesame.
It reminds me of the brand name Willow, you know. Willow kind of travels around and then...
There's no box that box them around. They can be as creative as they can be, you know. I'm hoping to see more of his creations, his creativity comes through.
So this is your drink.
Yes.
Alright, Chef, this is your inspiration cocktails
Right.
to pair with the lamb. So please enjoy.
Right, thanks.
With a little bit of flair on it.
Brilliant.
Just to release the aroma. We're gonna burn it. There you go. Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
A bit too rare for me.
Yeah.
And the fat not blended down.
Yeah, you know your stuff, huh?
Of course. Hey, I'm AnneLuxuryEats.
It's a two-edged sword, right? Where, you know, rebelliousness can be bad.
I have to abandon the whole chunk of fat.
Yeah.
It's a bit bland, a bit under. Then the other one's a bit over. The tofu didn't really serve its purpose for me.
How do you enjoy your lamb?
The lamb was a bit rare, and the fat could have been rendered down a little bit more because this is a whole chunk of fat.
It fails to impress our guests, much to the dismay of the kitchen team.
Personal taste, I guess, I don't know.
Are you sad? Are you disappointed?
Not everyone's kind of thing, I guess.
For a sweet end, Chef Lroy's team turns to the crisp fruitiness of pear to go with the bittersweetness of semi-60% dark chocolate. Infused within is a little Martell for a layer of luxury.
Okay, so this is your dessert. This is a chocolate and pear and Martell dessert. So the chocolate is local, it's from Pahang. It's called Semi and it's from Chocolate Concierge.
Okay.
The pears are slightly poached on top of the dessert, as you can see. The Martell is cordon bleu. So it's in the ice cream and it's poached together with the pears.
Brilliant.
Okay, enjoy.
Alright, thank you very much.
you.
Thanks. I think the play with the texture is very clever. You get the brittle from the chocolate, a different type of crispiness from the pear, and XO chocolates and VSOPs. They definitely pair very well.
Very harmonized. It's like adding honey.
Yeah, I think it's always a match made. You know, as compared to liquors like whiskeys and stuff like that, I think cognac pairs the best with.
There were some hits and misses. The desserts were fantastic.
The menu isn't hitchless, but it certainly isn't boring. It brings our guests on an exploration of something familiar and something curious for an evening of the right ups and downs. Capping it all off is a toast of Martell cognac.
Thank you.
Chef Lroy and his team at Willow draw from their youth a bold daringness to experiment, to push boundaries, and to serve up the unconventional.
They never initiate a theme, or they never define themselves as one single cuisine. And that is what makes Willow so special. I have loads of reasons to come back.
Like the willow bird after which they take their name, there may yet be heights to scale, but they are soaring far and wide. Chef on Chef is brought to you by Martell. Drink responsibly.
Thank you for tuning in this episode of Chef on Chef. I hope you enjoyed it. For a taste of the menu that Chef Kim and Anne just tried, First Class Malaysia is giving away 2 dinner to 2 lucky couples. Log on to firstclass.com.my to win.